Hello everybody, Domestic Fox here with another knife review, and today I will be reviewing this guy. This is the Benchmade 535-3 Bugout with the S35V in steel. Sorry, messed that up really bad. S90V steel and carbon fiber scales. This is actually a pretty cool version of the Bugout. Never did a review on the Bugout before. The base model, I probably should get used to the base model so I can make a more make a comparison between the two. I only handled the base model once, and then I just got this guy. But I really do like these carbon fiber scales, or actually handles, scales. But before we get into all that stuff about me rambling, remember to subscribe to my channel if you like knife and EDC related content, because I post pretty much every week. Yeah, but let's get into some specs first, and then I'm going to ramble on my opinion on this guy, the steel, all the other questions that you might have, and the price on this guy. Yeah. Okay, let's start off with length. The knife. Overall length on this guy. Coming in at a little under 7.5, and then the blade length on this guy is about under 3.25, and the cutting edge. Wait, hold on, got my measuring wrong. Okay, that would be the quarter. So the cutting edge is about 3 inches. Okay. Never been good at measuring. Always have to think for a while, you know? And then, wait. Sorry, I don't know why everything gets so dusty. There we go. It's messing up right there. Weight on this guy, I forgot to check the weight on the original Bugout, but I think it was like, I think it might have been like 2.3 ounces or 2 point something ounces on the original. This guy comes in at supposedly 2.1 ounces. I'm not sure how accurate my scale is. I'm going to have to check that out, because other YouTubers weighted at 2.05. Mine is coming in at 2.01. So I'm not sure about the accuracy on my scale. I may have to check out the accuracy compared to other scales, maybe get a new one. But yeah, so this guy is really lightweight and very light. I don't think it's really that much of a difference compared to the original, the Grivery size comparison on this guy. Now I usually use this guy for my size comparisons, so it's going to be a little bit different. Let's start off with other Benchmade, well-known Benchmade models, which is the Crooked River, and Freak, the Super Freak. And as you can see, the Benchmade is much smaller than both of them, but I always forget on how actually massive the Crooked River is. I thought this was kind of a big knife. Not really, like super big, but more of a over the full size mark. But then I realized that I'm like, wait, this guy's actually huge. So yeah, this guy actually makes this guy look smaller. But yeah, compared to those, that guy's quite small and compact. Next, let's do. I usually start off with these first, but whatever. Pair of 3, PM2 in crew wear, or as I like to say, crew uwu wear. Don't judge me. Alright, now as you can see, I need to clean these two because I use them and I keep forgetting to clean them. I cleaned this guy for this video so he looks all nice and snazzy. But yeah, smaller than the PM2, but the Para 3. Pretty much the same size. The blade is, I would say, it looks like you get, yeah, to me, I think you get a lot more cutting edge with the Bugout than you do with the Para 3 because you have this large spot right here where it makes up half the choil. And then the cutting edge right there, that's where you get your cutting edge with this guy. Comes like pretty much all the way back. Yeah, so you get a little bit more cutting edge with the Bugout compared to the Para 3. And then last, well, not really last, actually, this is second to last comparison because I got my other comparison. There you go. CJRB Feldspar, CJRB Feldspar small. So it's actually more comparable to the small Feldspar. Pretty much the same size. You get a little, just a tad bit more blade with the Bugout, and just a tad bit more handle with the Bugout. But it's pretty comparable to the small Feldspar, which is actually pretty interesting because this guy is actually quite puny. And then last but not least, everyone's favorite comparison, or at least I like to believe so. Cold Steel Spada XL, Cold Steel Spada Medium. Now, as you can see, Bugout is smaller than both. Never saw that coming. I'm so silly. Okay. I forgot to bring my Elementum because I think the Elementum is a fantastic comparison to the Bugout, because I would say that the Elementum is actually the Bugout's biggest rival, in my opinion. In the Blade world of most popular knives, this is definitely on, sitting on quite a podium. This is an extremely popular model, just overall. Not just this model, just the Bugout in general. It's an extremely popular knife. You see it everywhere. Everyone's always talking about it on Instagram. You cannot scroll through your knife feed without bumping into at least 30 Bugouts a day. That's exaggerated, but that's basically what it feels like. The Elementum is pretty, I would say, definitely giving this guy a run for its money. The Elementum is much more affordable than any Bugout, but you just don't get as much premium materials like the Bugout does, and Bugout is made in the USA, so that, take that information what you will. Talk more about that later. I need to finish up these specs first before I ramble. I keep jumping in and out of rambling, and then specs. Okay, height on this guy. Hold on. There we are. Compared to Spyderco. So as you can see, the Spyderco is definitely going to run quite higher. And then let's do this guy. So still, Freak runs higher. But like I said, I think it's more comparable to the Feldspar. So the Feldspar actually runs on height just a tad bit lower, but that's, oh, wrong way. Not very. That doesn't really matter, the height. Width on this guy. Para 3 again. As you can see, this guy is very thin and compact, even with that pocket clip right there. The pocket clip makes it still much more compact than the Para 3. Feldspar, quite a significant amount of thinness, even with the pocket clips. Yeah. And let's do, jeez, dropping all my knives. Freak, see, very thin, very compact. Well, I like that. It's pretty cool. Okay. Width. Did the width. Now blade thickness. Got my calibers. And we are zeroed. We are on inches. Zeroed. There we go. Blade thickness. It is 0.09, so that is very thin on the edge area. 0.02. Now, I'm not sure how accurate this test is for me. Just, do with that information what you will. Because I'm not sure how accurate these are. Should be plenty accurate to make a educated decision. Price on this guy. Now, the original price on other videos I was watching about this knife and just other general information, the price used to actually be about $255, I think it was, for this guy, which is still quite pricey. But due to current inflation, dang, this guy, I got this guy for 56. Sorry, not 56. I got this guy for 269, I think it was. That's what I paid for this guy. But now on Blade HQ, this guy's going for 279. Dang. Don't buy this on Amazon. Amazon is over $300, way over $300. Wherever you buy it on Amazon. Do not buy this on Amazon. That is a lot of money, and just no. Knife Center, same, $279. What was it? SMKW, same, $279. DLT Trading, that's where I believe I bought this. They are now $279 opposed to when I first bought this. And then Benchmade themselves, you can get this for $310, which is quite a gouge. So yeah, those are the pricing that you can get for this guy compared to the original Bugout, which I believe goes for somewhere around, let's just say 150, just for the sake of it. Goes for around 150. So you're adding approximately 130 extra dollars on this guy. So yeah. Now let's do the cut test, and then I'll get into my opinions on the price and everything. Where's my paper? There's my cut test paper. Had it in my back pocket. Now, I have never sharpened this guy. I've only honed and stropped it. I think it was stropped. Can't remember. I know I did just a little bit of a touch-up when I first got it out of the box. But out of the box, this guy was just ready to go. It was definitely very sharp. But I've never sharpened it since then, and I've used it extensively. So let's see how well it held up. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can notice the difference from camera, but what I feel and what I know is it will cut. It's definitely sharp. This is actually definitely held up very well. It definitely would probably need a touch up because it does feel very gritty. It's very sluggish with the cut. I can feel a little bit of like grittiness, and it's very loud cuts. So, but will it cut? It will cut. This is actually still held up great. I just need to do a little bit of a touch up, but otherwise, this is still in working condition. That is very good. I definitely like that. That's very nice to know. And then now I'm going to ramble about this knife. I'm going to ramble quite a bit. And then I'm just going to tell you what everything is. I'm going to repeat myself here, but what was it? Yeah, this has a satin finish on it. It looks a little, to me, stonewashed with satin, so that's pretty cool. It's got anodized blue titanium thumb studs. Got your axis lock, carbon fiber, S90V steel. Really nice pocket clip, one of the best pocket clips I think I've ever had. You got this cool back spacer right here, which also doubles as a lanyard hole, and it's fine because it's not, blocking your deep carry. This is very deep carry, very nice, like that. What was the other point I wanted to make? I forgot there was a point I wanted to make. Oh, yes. It's a drop point blade with a flat grind, which is cool. Definitely like a good flat grind. That's also really nice. Very thin behind the edge. As you can see, this thing cuts well. Just glides right through cardboard. That's what I usually use it for. And it glides right through cardboard, which is really nice. And this is also made in the USA, which is cool. And time to answer a few of the questions that you might have and just some things that I want to say. This is my first bug out that I've ever purchased, so I can't really make an accurate comparison to the original one. I've only handled the original one once. Did not like the flex that it had with the grivery. I don't like the feel of grivery. It feels cheap, and I just don't like it. If I like a knife design and buy it, or someone gifts me a knife that has grivery, I'll be like, cool. But if I have the option, I definitely would go for the carbon fiber. This carbon fiber is sick. It looks beautiful. Feels great in the hand. I just love the feel of carbon fiber. My top favorite materials is G10 and titanium, obviously. But every time I see carbon fiber, it just makes me go, ooh. And then I realize, why don't I buy more carbon fiber? I need to get more carbon fiber knives. I love carbon fiber. So pretty. Then you got your S90V steel, which is a super steel, which has epic edge retention. Definitely like that. This is also stainless, which is also cool. Definitely like stainless. Compared to the original Bugout, which is S30, S30V. I really have much use of S30V. I used it a little bit, but I've never like extensively learned a lot about S30. I never really used S30V that much. I use a lot of S35VN. Now S35VN, I used to like it a lot. Not really one of my favorite steels nowadays. uh, I don't know. There's just a lot more steels that I actually prefer over S35VN. To me, it always takes kind of a gritty edge. It doesn't ever take like the fine. It doesn't ever take the sharpest edge, in my opinion, of working with it. I always found D2 actually sharper than S35VN, just in overall performance. Maybe I'm not sharpening it right. That just might be me. I prefer actually D2 over S35VN, just because I like the way the edge that D2 takes over S35VN. This guy right here is actually, I like the way that how sharp this is compared to S35VN. So S35VN is basic. It's just upgraded S30V, so they're basically the same thing. Um, just a little. I'm pretty sure just a little bit tougher. Uh, but I actually like S90V. I think more. I've never really sharpened S90V. I've definitely sharpened S110V, which is an extremely hard steel. And everyone I talk to always says it's a bear to sharpen. When I sharpened S110V, it definitely took a little bit of a while, but I did get a really nice edge on S110V, which was really nice. So I assume that this guy is probably going to be quite similar to the length of sharpening. Just keep it touched up, and you won't have to spend like 2 to 3 hours sharpening it. It's best to just every now and then just touch this up and keep it nice and sharp. And this guy will last you a long time. You won't have to sharpen this guy very often. I've been using this guy like for a crazy long time, and I haven't had to sharpen it yet compared to other knives I've used, which was like 8CR13 MOV, which basically I need to sharpen every other day. I use it, or D2, which takes me maybe a month or give or take, depending on what I'm using and how often I use it. I need to sharpen that one often, but I like D2. I like the edge it takes. So if you're somebody who hates sharpening often but doesn't mind taking a while to sharpen, then this is really good steel for you. If you're somebody who hates spending a long time sharpening and you don't mind sharpening often, then this is not going to be a good steel for you. Um, and then on the price on this guy is actually quite expensive. Benchmade has always been overpriced in my opinion. I know everyone probably says that. I think everybody says that. Benchmade is probably sick and tired of hearing people say, "Hey, you're overpriced," and Benchmade is like, "Yeah, whatever. We're the only one you can get a Bugout. Buy my Bugout." But yeah, they're pretty overpriced, especially for the materials you get. I bought a Fact for ridiculous amount of money for S30V, but I like the Fact, and I like this knife. But you do get carbon fiber, you do get S90V, and it's kind of hard actually to find S90V for you know under 180 these days. I looked it up, and you could find quite a few knives for S90V for like $180. But it's kind of hard to find. Sorry, 200. Uh, Yeah, approximately $280, give or take. It's kind of hard to find, and I mean, if you like the Bugout a lot, then this is your option. You can go to the custom shop and try to replicate this. You won't get this exact model. This model you cannot make on their custom shop because you can't get this backspacer. You have to get the carbon fiber, and the carbon fiber has a cutout in the carbon fiber. You won't get this blue backspacer. You will have to stick with the barrel backspacers and have this carbon fiber cutout in the shape of this. Kind of like the original Grivery scales, how those look. But you can get the S90V now on their custom shop, and you can get carbon fiber on their custom shop. But you won't get this exact model. It won't be like this. You can get somewhere close to it, but you won't get this exact model, and it's going to cost you a lot, and you'll have to wait a while. So if you're just somebody who just like, I want carbon fiber and S90V, and I don't want to wait that long, then this is definitely a good option. Um, because I looked at their custom shop. It's going to cost you 310. 310, you can just buy this instead of waiting forever for a custom one. I mean, unless of course you really want like possibly black coated or a different color um, thumb stud, and you don't care about this right here, then yeah, then you'll definitely be able to customize it. But it's, you know, if you just want this model and real quick and possibly a lot cheaper, then this is a good model compared to customizing your own and replicating this. And to be honest, I always thought the Bugout model was actually quite overrated, but it's popular for a reason. It's because of the great ergonomics and just great EDC, just friendly, just low profile, lightweight, and just all that stuff. It's just, it appeals to that audience in the knife community of people who want lightweight, low profile, slim carry, easy to use. This is lefty friendly, and it's just very easy to actuate and use. It's definitely a very EDC friendly knife. This is one of the best EDC friendly models I've ever felt in my hand, compared with the Elementum. That's also a very, very EDC friendly knife. So yeah, this is to me overrated, but it's overrated for a reason. It's because it's a very popular knife, and it's very easy to. It's comfortable. It's really good. It is a good knife. Very good design. They definitely did a good design. Me, I like big knives. I like ridiculous designs. I like crazy knives. But where I work, I can't carry a big knife. What I do day by day, it's kind of it's just overkill to carry a big knife. This guy fits in my I wear tight slacks at work. This guy fits in my pocket, so the pockets are very tight. So this guy fits in my pocket very well. Gets in and out of the pocket with that pocket clip very nice. It carries deep, so I don't have to worry about losing it. So this guy actually fits my way how I work and use very well. So that's why I carry this guy a lot, and I love carrying this guy. I definitely actually found it worth it to pay. What I paid was $269. I definitely find it worth it. You get premium materials. You get premium. You get premium materials. Great fit and finish. Now I'm not sure if this is my issue with the fit and finish, but as you can see, my handle scales one side is taller than the other, so it's kind of like lazy eye on the handle scales, which is just kind of funny. I can't tell if that was a fit and finish issue on their end. It kind of looks like a fit and finish issue on their end. I did drop a guy on hard floor once from my pocket. I went to pull out my wallet and it shot this guy out of my pocket, and it fell on the floor. So maybe where it fell on the floor, it just pushed this guy in really hard. But nah, that kind of looks like a fit. That looks like a finish issue on their end, like they didn't cut down the carbon fiber to the proper size. But that's okay. It's a marginal error. It's not going to affect this knife's performance. It's just aesthetically weird, which is no problem. It's like whatever. I'm still going to carry it. Still going to use it like crazy. I like it. Yeah. So yeah, I think this guy is worth it compared to the base model. You get premium materials. I'm not a fan. I'm not really into. Saying I'm not a fan sounds aggressive. I'm not really into S30V. To me, I think that that steel should be phased out at this point. We got plenty of better steels, especially S35VN, which is already better than it. But S35VN doesn't take the best edge, in my opinion. This guy takes a much better. Well, this guy started off with a much better edge, in my opinion. And out of the box, it was really sharp. And I know that some people have a problem with the action. Some people, it's like you have to work. A lot of times, Benchmade axis locks, their action comes in kind of stiff. Mine came out of the box, drop shut, just perfect. I was like, whoa! I'm actually surprised. This is actually the best Benchmade out of the box axis lock action I've ever had. The fact is very stiff. The Crooked River was pretty stiff. The Freak was stiff out of the box, but I had to work the pivot to get it better. Let me just close this on my thumbnail. Oh, jeez, that getting pretty deep. Oh, I forgot to cut my nails. I hope they're not too long. Don't want more comments. But yeah, I think I'm rambling enough. I think this video's gone long enough. It's almost half an hour. Nobody's going to want to watch me talk for half an hour. All right, so I think I rambled enough. But I do think this is actually worth it. It's worth it if you're somebody who wants, if you love the Bugout, if you love Benchmade knives, I think paying an extra $130, you get premium materials. You get a nice Bugout. It's pretty. We pay extra for the bling bling, and I think it's worth it. I think it is. I really like this compared to the original ones and all the other models that you can get. I like this one. I do. I think it's worth it. So I'm just repeating myself at this point, like I'm trying to convince myself. But yeah. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you like more knife and EDC related content, check out my other videos and remember to subscribe because I post every Saturday and every other Sunday, and there'll be more knives and more videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching and have a fantastic day. Bye.